All right, guys. I just saw this. This is an emergency. We're having an emergency meeting here. Okay. SunnyV2 made a video about how Pizza Hut has been failing, and I'm actually worried, okay? Because I used to go to this Pizza Hut Taco Bell combination, and it was incredible. I'd go there, get a few chicken quesadillos, and then I'd get a personal pizza, right? And maybe some breadsticks. Now, I know what you're thinking, Papa Gut, how are you so fat? Right? I couldn't explain it to you. But that's what's going on. So I'm curious about the video. Let's go.
Franchises, bankruptcy, failed franchises, bankruptcies, and almost no growth in revenue for the last 10 years.
Now when I go to Taco Bell, I get 3 chicken quesadillas and then 3 Chipotle grillers. So Pizza Gut.
This is the sad reality for Pizza Hut, who have had so many store closures that there's now a subreddit dedicated to finding former Pizza Hut restaurants.
That's actually crazy because I personally feel like Pizza Hut tastes better than Domino's, but I get Domino's more than Pizza Hut. And it makes me feel horrible. Domino's makes me feel actually bad. It's so bad.
To understand why Pizza Hut has lost almost half of its market share over the last 20 years, we have to begin by asking the following question. Why was Pizza Hut so unique and successful in the first place? Back in the 1990s, Pizza Hut had a reputation for having some of the craziest yet most unique and successful pizza designs, which were not only delicious, but also gave the public a reason to talk about the business.
That actually makes sense as to why. Where did they not keep up the shtick? Because I also feel like we're at a point now where like too much choice can sometimes be a bad thing.
For example, in 1993, Pizza Hut released the Bigfoot, a massive 2 feet long by 1 foot wide square pizza creation, with the Bigfoot accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also the cheeseburger crust pizza, the hot dog crust pizza.
So when it comes to like, okay, so the more variety you have on the menu, there's like pros and cons. The more variety you have on the menu, obviously, the more selection people get to have, which can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing because sometimes people get overwhelmed with decisions. On top of that, the more diverse your menu is, especially when it's like this, the more different materials you have to carry. So like a hot dog pizza crust here,
accounting for 18% of total sales. There was also the
like for instance, this crust, they're probably not making this food fresh. I could be wrong. So like they're delivering them they're probably delivering them the pieces just throw in the oven, or if they are making it fresh, like this requires some different ingredients or like a different type of pie crust. This looks more like a different crust.
Cheeseburger crust pizza, the hot dog.
Specifically here, when you have a bunch of different like little weenies and hot dogs, like you have to make your pizza with the weenies and hot dogs on it. So now you have to carry weenies and hot dogs. You have to make those. They might be frozen. Whereas like if you go to Taco Bell, like all jokes aside, it's literally everything is some kind of protein, a tortilla and cheese and like lettuce and tomato. So they don't have to carry a whole lot of stuff, but the more stuff you have on your menu, the more stuff you have to carry. And if interest goes down in like one particular item that you need exclusive, like this is my only item I use little wieners for. Okay, so now if nobody buys this, it's not like I'm offsetting this and like selling other things that would also use a little wieners. Whereas if you're at Taco Bell, hey, let's say like the fucking super mega poop wiener isn't selling very well. Well, it's likely that the super mega poop wiener is something that like you can make 7 other different things with because it's a combination of like the same shit over and over again. That's why sometimes like limiting your menu can make it a lot easier because it means you don't have to carry as much shit. So having too much diversity isn't always a good thing. So
crust pizza and the cornflakes crust pizza.
Yeah, like now they have to carry cornflakes.
However, none of these were as successful as the now famous stuffed crust pizza, which achieved sales of $1 billion in the first year, boosting Pizza Hut's stock price by roughly 50%. Of course, this strategy led to the occasional flop, such as their controversial lasagna pizza, which was described in a review as the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life genuinely.
I want to try it.
But for the most part, these experiments seemed to help Pizza Hut stand out from the crowd, especially when they were served in their distinct dine-in restaurants.
Ooh, I didn't know that you could just go in there and eat like that.
These restaurants added a social element to pizza, turning it into an event as opposed to just another meal. The early memory
they have like CC's. Was it all you could eat?
Is that we all have of going to dine in at
I am talking about pizza and diversity. Yes.
Our local Pizza Hut are infinitely more memorable than the hundreds of times we've ordered takeaway from Domino's. During the dine-in days, Pizza Hut had something that physically separated them from the competition. Nobody could offer an experience quite like Pizza Hut, providing them with unbelievable levels of success, especially in the early days. Pizza Hut had the monopoly.
I wonder when they stopped that, because to be honest with you, a lot of places closed during COVID because they weren't a destination. Having something that makes you unique creates a destination. But like people weren't going out as much. And so they learned to kind of not go out. So a lot of like different businesses closed. But if you made your business more of a destination, people were more likely to go there and go like, oh, Like, I want to go here for this. That's what like malls need to do. You need to make your mall a destination. If you have a mall, like, you know, have some kind of a gimmick there that pulls people into the crowd, kind of a thing.
On pizza, and you paid through the nose for one. At first, they had to educate the dining public with little signs saying pizza is traditionally eaten with the fingers. For the first few years, I remember that there was no takeaway, dine-in only. I remember that family-sized pizza cost around $20. Nowadays, that would equate to probably $50 or more for a pizza. People paid it because they were experiencing this delicious food for the first time. The Pizza Hut dine-in experience was seemingly profitable in the beginning, but this didn't mean that it was going to be successful forever. Some insane anecdotes claim that a new source destroyed Pizza Hut dining completely, or that dining was destroyed by their staff choices. However, the main issue seemed to come from other competing pizza brands who were specializing in delivery. There's something about pizza that makes it perfect for eating at home. The box acts as a plate, there's no—
And crying. And crying at the same time. You know, it's true. It is true.
Cutlery needed, and the compact design of pizza reduces the potential for mess. Domino's began to take advantage of this at a time when Pizza Hut didn't even offer delivery. In fact, Pizza Hut only began delivering pizzas 27 years after launching their business, doing so because they saw how successful Domino's was. The convenience of delivery meant that you—
Ew, what is that? It was like a penne pizza with pepperoni? A penne pepperoni pizza. Pizza pie. Penne pepperoni pizza pie, guys.
Didn't need to go to a dine-in restaurant if you wanted to eat pizza. And if you did desperately want all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, you could—
$3.99 for a what? Excuse you?
Need to go to a dine-in restaurant if you wanted to eat pizza. And if you did desperately—
Why'd you get rid of this?
Want all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, you could literally just go to any all-you-can-eat restaurant offering pizza and eat your 8 slices along with 100 other food options.
No, I'd rather go to the pizza place we're talking about. Because they have like Cece's Pizza. I think, is it Cece's or Little Caesars? There's too many C words. That you can go there and eat it. It's not that bad. They have a dessert pizza there. It's actually very mid, but I'd still go sometimes because you forget how bad it is. You guys ever have that experience? You go to a restaurant and you're like, this is horrible. And then for some reason, like 3 months later, you're like, you know, it wasn't, I don't know if it was that bad. I'm in the mood for this. And you go back and you're like, wow, what a bad experience. And you just get caught in an endless loop of just fucking going back to a place that made you miserable, but you forgot.
Pizza was no longer an exclusive thing in the same way that it was in the early days of Pizza Hut. This lack of exclusivity in combination with delivery also shifted people's perceptions of how prestigious pizza was. As mentioned earlier, Pizza Hut adopted the dine-in model when pizza was an exclusive new dish from Italy. However,
Bro, you got to stop you really have to stop making food videos, SunnyV2, because you're making me hungry. You're making me fatter.
Domino's and delivery in general turned pizza into just another fast food. Pizza Hut became no fancier than McDonald's or KFC, so why would you take your family to eat there as a special occasion? Then there was Pizza Hut's increased pricing and decreased quality. Overnight, the price went up from $6.49 to $8.49. The high school students, previously a common sight, disappeared. With fewer people, the quality suffered.
Once in years ago, of course, I would occasionally go to Pizza Hut, but all you lunch buffet was greasy, heavy, and would often be met with a regret later, but it tasted pretty good. That was exactly what I was saying. Wait, so they upped the prices for their all-you-can-eat. I mean, that makes sense. That's so cheap.
Pizza Hut was always more expensive than the alternatives.
This was 10 years ago. When did they make this post? I don't know.
Affordable only when getting second, third, fourth pizzas at a reduced price. But it got more expensive. The pizza remained very greasy and people started eating low carb. There are better alternatives, especially for that money.
Yeah, low carb. I mean, Domino's is super fucking expensive. I feel like the pizza is super expensive for some reason.
Pizza.
But like those fad diets also probably hit them a little bit. You got to adjust to it. Like you see when the fad diets hit, like McDonald's made a salad. Nobody really bought it, but it made them like look like a destination that cared about your health. I don't even know if they still offer the salad. Maybe they do. And then you just phase it out of the menu. Sometimes you have to take that financial loss just to pull people in. Because like, oh, my McDonald's has a salad now. So now like your aunt that's like trying to be health conscious can go to get the salad and just fill it up with fucking basically McDonald's like grease and like, oh, like 7 different, sauces or whatever they're called. Dressings, while you get to just munch on like a fucking cheeseburger and you're both just as unhealthy, but you feel better about the choice. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And then she's gonna get like a little fucking side of ice cream anyway. She's like, well, I'm eating well here, I guess I can have a little bit of a treat. Meanwhile, the calories from the lettuce are like 50, and then the calories from all the sauce is like 300.
Pizza Hut CFO David Gibbs made the claim that having dine-in restaurants is now a negative for the business, stating the challenge Pizza Hut faces is that it has a large dine-in business. Dine-in is waning in relevance. In other words, Pizza Hut needs to focus less on dine-in and more on what people want, which is to take their pizza with them.
That's partially true. I think it probably would have been decent to keep a dine-in experience there as well. But
this was also highlighted by Artie Stars, the president of Pizza Hut USA.
But I'm not a pizza man.
who stated the biggest problem
Will.
Pizza Hut is facing is perception, explaining that many of its customers don't associate Pizza Hut with delivery.
That's true. You can like never get them to deliver. Honestly, if they just delivered faster or like at all, it would have been. I would have gotten Pizza Hut more. I can't get Pizza Hut delivered to me.
Yeah. Star said the facade of its locations reinforces this idea, and it isn't helping to lure in diners.
Yeah, like Domino's has a lot fewer places, but like a lot more places, excuse me. But you can't really eat in there. But the whole point is to make the pizza and then deliver it. That they should have really capitalized on that. Because now if you want delivery, you either got to call like an actual Italian person, and I hate talking to Italians, so I don't usually order a delivery from an actual Italian person. Or it's harder to pay over the phone, okay? Or you got to use Domino's. There's really no alternative, at least by me.
When you drive by the location, it doesn't scream, "We deliver." To promote delivery to its customers, Pizza Hut delivered pizza to space, the Oscars, and the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it still seems as though they aren't competitive on delivery. And on the topic of
because the problem isn't that like their problem that they had wasn't that people didn't know that they delivered. That would be a minor problem. That would be a problem. But the bigger problem is that they didn't deliver to anybody because they probably because they had dine-in restaurants, which they should have maintained, your dine-in, or maybe they shouldn't have. I don't care about that. What you need to do is you need to become a plague. Create like, instead of having one dine-in that also delivers, Pizza Hut, have two Pizza Huts that are smaller in size that are like packed into a corner that delivers instead. And all it is basically a fucking oven room. That's what they do at a lot of other places. They don't have the seat-in experience, but you could still get shit from them.
Of Pizza Hut in comparison to its competition, we should also highlight that Pizza
I agree, Pizza Hut's better than Domino's, but like still, it's inconvenient to get
Hut
it.
is extremely uncompetitive from a health perspective. Their standard pepperoni pizza contains a whopping 8,153 kilojoules,
What the fuck is a kilojoule?
equal to almost 2,000
Whoa,
calories.
that's pretty good, dude. I can eat that. I can have one of those a day and get on my calories.
Which is close to the entire recommended daily adult calorie
Oh,
intake,
that's how
and has
every
almost
place is.
twice as many calories as Domino's pepperoni pizza, which has 4,000.
There's no way. I'm gonna look that up. What are you talking about? What size are these pizzas?
453 kilojoules, or a little over 1,000 calories. But it's not fair to make this point unless we see the size and quality of each pizza, so we ordered a pepperoni from Domino's before doing the same with a nearby Pizza Hut in order to compare the two different pizzas. As mentioned, the Domino's pepperoni came in at 1,064 calories, while the Pizza Hut pepperoni came in at 1,948 calories.
I don't believe that. I don't know if I believe that. Plus, you get twice as much food for a similar price. I mean, you're looking at it in a negative way. But at the end of the day, this has twice as many calories. This means it's going to be twice as filling. Both of them are equally unhealthy.
And with the Pizza Hut pepperoni costing double the price of the Domino's pepperoni...
Oh, well, that's fair. It's double the calories, double the price.
You might expect that the Pizza Hut pizza would be double the size.
No, but it is in some capacity.
As you can tell from the opening, this isn't the case.
Listen, I don't know. There's no way that this is twice as many calories. I feel like there's something suspicious going on here.
Whatsoever. The Domino's pizza had a surface area of 510 square centimeters, while the Pizza Hut pizza had a surface area only 12% larger at 572 square centimeters. Additionally, the Pizza Hut pepperoni weighed in at 1.46 pounds, making it only 7% heavier than the Domino's pizza.
Then how is it twice the calories? Because it's still going to be more filling, generally speaking. I mean, it's not particularly nutrition dense, but I just feel like something is not right here.
At 1.36 pounds. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, their pizza definitely presented and subjectively even tasted better than Domino's. However, with the Pizza Hut pepperoni being double the price and double the calories, with no real distinct advantage...
That's the advantage! That's the literal advantage, is that it is double the price with double the calories. You're getting the same bang for your buck. They both do look disgusting. But like you have to understand that's like the whole thing. It's twice as many calories, but it's twice as much money. Like it offsets itself if that is true. That's the thing. There must be something about this because there's no way this doesn't look like it would be twice the fucking calories.
It becomes obvious.
Papa John's actually is not that bad. I had Papa John's the other day, kind of hit, kind of slapped, kind of feeling Papa John's lately.
To why Pizza Hut has become uncompetitive. When looking at Pizza Hut's menu, you'll also notice that the days of Pizza Hut trying wacky, unconventional designs are certainly long gone. The only crazy product that they have on their website is a range of pizzas which use a chicken schnitzel as the base, but apart from that, almost everything else on the menu feels like something you could get from Domino's at a cheaper price. Nowadays, there's so many restaurants, not just dedicated pizzerias, that offer pizza on their menu that you can simply get better quality food at discounted low prices at other places. It's not even worth using Pizza Hut for pizza anymore. You'll get better results results elsewhere. Now, to Pizza Hut's credit, they did try to overhaul the menu back in 2014 when they introduced their biggest brand evolution ever called Flavor of Now, which introduced countless different new fancier menu items and was described as the biggest change the Pizza Hut and the pizza category has ever seen. However, their new upscale approach had minimal impact on Pizza Hut's revenue, which actually declined by $100 million in the same year that they implemented Flavor of Now, which becomes even worse if you consider that during the same time period, Domino's sales grew from $10 billion to $15.8 billion. And if we instead
they kind of got they have like the whole Domino's like tracker, which I think pulls a lot of people in pulls a lot of people in as well. Because it's like a gimmick. It's like, oh, you could track your order. It's like it does put on the brand of delivery, like he was saying before.
Look at older data, we can see that the average sales per store has barely changed since 2006, which is about the point where the dine-in model died. While a consistent $12 billion per year over the last 10 years still seems like a pretty awesome scenario, the growth experienced by competing pizza brands has led Pizza Hut's market share to decrease from 25% in 1995 to 14.3% in 2016. 2016 also marked the year where Pizza Hut lost their 45-year-long title of the world's largest pizza brand to Domino's. However, their stagnant revenue has caused significantly worse problems than simply losing some arbitrary title. For example, in August 2019, Pizza Hut announced that they plan on shutting down over 500 underperforming stores in the US, and exactly 1 year after that, in August 2020, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, MPC, announced that they were bankrupt, having roughly $1 billion in debt, forcing them to close 300 of their Pizza Hut franchises and put their remaining 927 stores up for sale, representing 1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. 1 month after this, Pizza Hut announced that they'd be closing more than 10% of its stores in the UK, with this taking place in the very same year that Domino's and Papa John's had net gains of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively. In the process, Pizza Hut was undergoing a logo change, although not to something fresh representing a bright future, but rather to the same logo used during the Pizza Hut glory days of 1974 to 1999. Pizza Hut's chief brand officer Marianne Radley stated, "Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut logo is recognition of a time period where Pizza Hut unequivocally reigned supreme because that's where the future is headed. However, at the same time, it feels failed friend."
Sorry, I'm doing all my math here, and they're not quite right. So when you look at the I don't know why I'm diving into this. When you look at the nutrition menu, this will give you like the pepperoni cheese pizza is 250 calories per slice, which is 2,000 calories overall. This is for a medium pizza. When you do it here, you have to kind of add the stuff up depending on the pizza that you have. So this is a build your own pizza, right? So I believe like this is the entire small. This is for an entire pizza. This is for a small. This is for a medium. So what you actually have to do is you have to add it up. So it depends on the crust that you're getting. So let's say you get a hand tossed crust. That's 1060 calories, right? Then you would add the sauce. You're probably going to get just a regular old sauce. So that's another 70 calories. Right, then you're going to get your cheese. Now, I'm assuming we're going to get regular cheese, so we're going to do 380 because we're getting a pepperoni pizza, right? So that's 380 right there. So now we're at 1510. Okay, so then you go down to the pepperoni, and then the pepperoni is another 240. So plus 240. So now we're at 1,750 calories for the pizza, for the Domino's medium pizza, versus 2,000 for the for this one. Okay, so I felt like we had to do that. So Domino's is 2,000, and then Pizza Hut. Oh no, Pizza Hut's 2,000. Domino's is 1,750. Next, I'm gonna look at the price. We're gonna get that next. Okay, we gotta do the math on here. Okay, this is very important information here. I forgot where we were though.
You'll get better results elsewhere at low prices at other places. The average sales per store has barely changed since in 2016. 2016 also marked the year where Pizza Hut lost their 45-year-long title of the world's largest pizza brand to Domino's. However, their stagnant revenue has caused significantly worse problems than simply losing some arbitrary title. For example, in August 2019, Pizza Hut announced that they plan on shutting down over 500 underperforming stores in the US, and exactly 1 year after that, in August 2020, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, MPC, announced that they were bankrupt, having roughly $1 billion in debt, forcing them to close 300 of their Pizza Hut franchises and put their remaining 927 stores up for sale, representing 1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. 1 month after this, Pizza Hut announced that they'd be closing more than 10% of its stores in the UK, with this taking place in the very same year that Domino's and Papa John's had net gains of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively. In the process, Pizza Hut was undergoing a logo change, although not to something fresh representing a bright future, but rather to the same logo used during the Pizza Hut glory days of 1974 to 1999. Pizza Hut's chief brand officer Marianne Radley stated, "Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut logo is recognition of a time period where Pizza Hut unequivocally unequivocally reign supreme because that's where the future is headed. However, at the same time, it feels as though they're desperate to remind the world that Pizza Hut still exists, and this doesn't sound like the kind of play made by a company who's going to be reigning supreme anytime in the near future.
Okay. I need a minute, but I'm doing the math. So far, a pepperoni pizza from Domino's, a medium pepperoni pizza is $16. Okay. So that it's not, I don't know where the fuck he got $5 from. There's no fucking shit. It's literally $16 for a single one of these things. Okay. I just looked into it. All right. On top of that, it even says in the menu that it's actually 210 calories per slice. We didn't have to do that. So what is that? I'm just going to do the math with a calculator because I'm just lazy. So now we're, oh my God, I can't do math. So now we're actually at 1680. That's a rough, so we're at 1680 calories on that. What's the Pizza Hut? I want to order one of the, I want to have to find a Pizza Hut pizza. Because we're promoting misinformation here, guys. Okay? We're promoting misinformation. Okay, I put my thing in there. Let me find the store for me. All right. Sorry, it's taking me a second to do this. Okay. Pepperoni pizza. Order this now. Order a pepperoni pizza. Order. Okay. $15 for a pepperoni pizza. Okay, so the pepperoni pizza is, it's actually cheaper to get a pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut at $15. And it says that each slice is 310 calories. Okay, so that's 2,500 calories for $15, or about 1,600 calories, right? Maybe 1,700 calories for $16. You're getting the better deal with Pizza Hut. Okay, you're getting the better deal. You're lying. You're lying. Go look it up, bro. So listen, Sunny, I got you, SunnyV2. I got you. Okay? SunnyV2 is slandering Pizza Hut. And I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to put up with it. So that's the fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. This guy's a liar. 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 I'm going to get Costco pizza though, cuz that is the best pizza. I am their spokesperson. I'd fucking sponsor the fuck out of them, bro. Are you kidding me right now?
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.